Stop judging yourself on things that you can't control. Instead, start judging yourself on metrics that are more controllable by you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
I want to learn how to dance. Guys, I will not do this thing again.
Your legs are like
this.
Your legs are like this. 1, 2. That time we had to switch from React to Angular. We start writing in Angular, and then when we were done writing that code, we had to switch back to React.
You know, there are just these sprint moments where you're just putting in your all to get the work done. You're not even concerned about how many hours it takes at that point. You're not concerned if you have eaten or if you've not eaten. You're just wanting to continue working, continue putting in the effort because you're excited by the result you're producing and you're excited by that process. I don't know if it's just me that experiences it, but I think in these moments we feel fulfilled and you feel like you can continue doing it forever. I think those moments are to be cherished, you know. I want to learn how to dance. All the times I've tried out dancing, I have failed. Let's see how much I can learn. I'm with my guy, Wisdom. He's here.
Good day, everyone.
He's still practicing how to dance. Yeah. He's a tech bro and a dancer at the same time. So
we're going to try to make it simple, so I don't go breaking his waist. Yeah. So we go like first of all, 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Top of the world, the globe is
spinning. Stop.
If you know, I've been on it.
What would you advise people on consistency, growth consistency in tech and all of that?
Okay, what I'm going to advise people on growth and consistency in tech is that consistency is a key to anything you're doing, because there's this saying that if you do something repeatedly over and over again, then you become the master of it. Yeah. And the same thing applies to your tech journey. You shouldn't be picky. Maybe you're a JavaScript developer and then you want to choose a framework. Choose Angular, stick to Angular, and develop on Angular, big project on Angular for like 6
because
months.
You see that many people's problem is the fact that they jump around too much.
Yeah,
so today you're learning Vue, tomorrow you're learning Angular, next tomorrow you're learning. You've jumped into React Native.
Yeah.
And then ushers in the stage of the struggle where you start struggling with different things. Now you've passed the initial stages where it was just like you putting in conscious and consistent effort to grow and being in that zone. And then you now enter into the place where you're struggling with internet data, you're struggling with Nigerian problems like having good internet speed, you're struggling with seeing your code work. Basically, you're judging yourself by metrics that you cannot get to. In my video, I'll be exploring other things as well. I want to see if I'm not doing tech, what else can I be doing? What do I have the highest probability to succeed at apart from tech? I've not found it yet, but I hope I'll see something. And most of the time, these metrics are useless. Like they don't describe you. They describe someone's personality who is basically just built for social media, and that is the standard you're trying to use to judge yourself.
So the first step is just you roll your hand. 1, 2. A very simple step. This is what you do for me. Keep your hands like this. Go 1.
No, now do it slow now. Which one is go 1?
Keep your hands like this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. But the difference is you're now hitting this leg like, yeah, something like 1, 2. I don't know. Hey. 1. That's probably the other step in this class. Just do 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. And then you keep telling yourself that it's JavaScript now. It's not just they're all JavaScript. Yeah, but there are different concepts behind all of them. Under the hood is JavaScript at the end of the day. But they have different concepts. I think one of the things that actually stalled me was working in between it React and JavaScript at the same React and Angular at the same time, because my company had the need to build an e-commerce, like an enterprise application where we use Angular and C# at the same time. So that time we had to switch from React to Angular to start writing in Angular, and then when we were done writing that project, we had to switch back to React. So the experience was crazy.
Stop judging yourself on things that you can't control. Instead, start judging yourself on metrics that are more controllable by you. Things that you can control by yourself without depending on external factors. For example, how much more do you want to learn that product design skill? How much more do you want to learn that video editing skill? How much more software engineering best practices do you want to master? I think these are good metrics to judge yourself, because sometimes that's not controllable by you. You're applying, you're interviewing with different people, but people ultimately choose to hire you or not. And when you start judging yourself with those metrics that are not or that are beyond your control, you start getting more discouraged by yourself. You're discouraging yourself in that situation. I need you to be able to encourage yourself by judging things that you're doing and things you can control.
Okay, since you're a beginner, I'll give you beginner steps. Let's
My
not
God.
waste so much time.
Okay.
So this is what you do. 1, 2. Do like this. 1, 2. Forget about
About the chords.
Just go 1. So while you're rolling your hand,
Do it
1,
again.
2. Let's do that. 1, 2. Exactly. Yeah. 2. So let's go. 1, 2. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Let the hands be able to. See, you are rolling it like see the main step here. Like 1, 2. So you are rolling your hand and rolling your body. But at this point now, you might not get that feel for now. So let's just.
I'll eventually get it.
Let's just.
I'm done now. Come on, you should know me. Come on. There's this saying that learning is usually a peak thing. So for example, learning goes like this, and at some point you're comfortable, and then you can curve this way and start learning in this trajectory. And what that means is that initially when you're trying to learn something, you should be focused on one thing, focused on one area, and learn. You're climbing up. At some point, you become stable enough in what you're doing that you can spread. It's literally amazing how sometimes you don't realize how good you are until you start working with teams, you start working with other people from different parts of the world. You don't even realize how good you are in Nigeria, struggling through internet, struggling through getting data, struggling through low laptop energy, struggling through bad battery, right? Because you're struggling through all these things, you're literally putting your best into what you're doing. You don't realize how good you are until you start working with some international people and you see that the effort you put into learning was worth it at the end. So start judging yourself by these things, right? Start looking at your growth and speaking positively and realizing that focus is the king of the game. At some point, there was a time I was doing both JavaScript and Python at the same time.
Yeah.
And then what happened was I would want to write something in JavaScript and I'll be remembering Python syntax.
Yeah.
So in other words, people should just
Stick to one thing. It's very important.
You heard it. You heard it from the boss himself.
On the left.
Look, they said that I couldn't do it.
My guy.
What kind of life is this?
My brother.
I've tried dancing. You guys have seen it. I've tried learning how to dance. It didn't work.
That's why it's good to stick
I'm going to explore other career paths, you know. I've seen that if code doesn't work for me and content creation doesn't work, dance cannot work. Dance cannot work. Thank you, man, for coming and for teaching me how to dance, even though I didn't learn anything. But we move.
Yes, we move.
I'll try something else. I'll try another career. There's nothing you can achieve without intense and deliberate focus on what you're doing. You're getting better. Think about the positive. Think about where was I 2 years ago? What was I even doing 2 years ago, right? And what am I doing right now? Am I better? If you're not better, there's more work to be done. But if you're better in the things you can control, I think you're making a lot of progress. There's probably channeled and targeted work you have to do for job applications. For example, applying for jobs can be a different skill of its own where you need to learn how to do well in interviews, how to impress people, how to show people that thing that you know you're good at and express yourself rightly. I think in terms of the metrics you can control, you're doing so well. Surround yourself with people doing the same type of things and focus there. Growth is literally guaranteed for you. Just surround yourself with the right people and grow. Definitely, that's it. I'm seeing people engaging with my content in the comment section and reaching out to me privately on WhatsApp or on some of my other social medias, and it's literally amazing. I'm really becoming overwhelmed with the support, and I think we can do a lot more. If you're watching, and I know some people are watching, and you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like the video, and tell me something you benefited from the video, because it means the world to me when I spend a lot of time to record this content and I see people engaging with it. I'm so excited. Subscribe to this channel and I remain